Hi, I'm Aaron and I'm in the kitchen, and today I'm making Oreo Brookies. Let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the cookie dough first. Let's go in with our butter. I'm gonna use 125 grams of unsalted butter. And I did brown my butter. So 125 grams of unsalted brown butter. You can use salted if you like, just don't add extra salt to the recipe if you use salted butter. Because I did not use salted, I'm adding my own salt. You have to add salt. I'm adding 2 grams of salt here. If you don't add salt, you can't taste anything, so you have to add salt, y'all. All right, now we're gonna go in with our sugar and our brown sugar. We're doing 75 grams of sugar and we're doing 75 grams of brown sugar. Usually in a normal cookie recipe, you would do more sugar than brown sugar, but because this is a brookie and I don't care about it spreading, actually I want to encourage it to spread, I'm using an even ratio of both. Going in with 2 eggs. No shells, please. Going in with 150 grams of chopped chocolate. You can use chocolate chips if you like. I just like the texture, the rustic texture of a chopped chocolate. So I usually just chop mine. Not only that, but I have yet to see in one of these European grocery stores, like Nestle's chocolate chips. I've yet to see it. Maybe I'll have to go to an international grocery store to get that. After the eggs and the chocolate, going in with 2 teaspoons of vanilla paste. After I run out of this vanilla paste, I'm gonna use my homemade vanilla. It's been more than 6 months now, so. Going in with 165 grams of all-purpose flour. If I'm using flour, it is probably all-purpose flour, unless I say otherwise. Going in with 7 grams of baking powder. For our last ingredient for our cookies, going in with 4, because my sleeve has 8, I think, right? I think there are 8 in here. Let me count these real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, 1, 2, 6, 10, 3, 7, 2, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. This packet has 11 in it, but I have the double stuffed package of Oreos. I don't know if that makes a difference, so I'm gonna go in with 5 cookies here. And I want them pretty big inside, so I'm doing them, crumbling them by hand, just so you have some pretty big pieces of the Oreo cookie inside. It's an Oreo brookie, so you need to see the Oreo, you know? The rest of my Oreos I'm going to save because we're gonna put them right on top of our brookie. I think I did 5. I think I did. Maybe I did more? I think I did 5. Turning off my scale for now. Gonna come back to it for my brownie batter, and we're just gonna mix this up by hand. The entire brookie recipe is going to come together by hand this time. I don't know what it is, but there's something, the more and more I bake, the more and more I'm wanting to do things by hand. Now, I do enjoy, you know, equipment. So, you know, I love my KitchenAid stand mixer, but sometimes you don't need to do all of that. You don't need to get it all out to do all of that. Now look, we're already coming together with our texture here. If you see like some white stuff inside of your cookie batter part, it is probably the Oreo cream, so don't fret about that. All right, I'm going to set this aside. You don't necessarily need to put this in the fridge, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in the fridge just because I have butter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge or the freezer or the fridge. When you're making a regular cookie, you want to put it in the freezer or the fridge for about 30 minutes or so to encourage the cookie to hold its texture to stay together. But in a brookie, you want everything to kind of meld out. So putting it in the freezer is actually an unnecessary step. It's just one that I took today because I wanted to, y'all, I wanted to. All right, my brownie mix is going to come together with a spoon or a whisk, which one? Brownies are a little bit more finicky, so I'm going to sift everything for the brownies. Okay, first thing going into our mix is 125 grams of all-purpose flour again. Next, I'm going in with 43 grams of Dutch processed cocoa powder. You can use regular cocoa powder if you like. I just only buy Dutch processed and I prefer the way that tastes. It's just a deeper flavor. You can guess I went over just a little bit. I have 147 grams in there, but that's all right. More chocolate. All right, next gonna go in with a little bit of salt. I can do this on the side here. Going in with 2 grams of salt. All right, I'm just gonna sift everything here. Are there things that trigger you guys in the kitchen? Because there's certainly things that trigger me in the kitchen. And one of those things is when someone is sifting their thing, but like way up here and it's getting everywhere. I'm like, ah! Our cocoa rocks, just pressing those through. Some people argue like that defeats the purpose of sifting them, but if your sifter is super duper fine, like mine is, then, you know, it's just helping it along. Going in our brownie mix with 3 eggs. No shells, no shell. Going in with 2 tablespoons, not tablespoons, teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 7 grams of baking powder going in. Last ingredient going in here is 200 grams of sugar. Make sure you clear out your scale every time. Also, if you're enjoying my recipes and you enjoy the videos, we post new videos twice every single week. All right, and we are done with our scale. Just gonna mix everything up with my whisk here. Could go slower. Actually, doing this with a spoon might have been a better choice. Just switch and grab myself a spoon here. Okay, my brownie batter is pretty thick, so this is making me decide to do something I was debating on doing anyway, which was to add a splash of milk in here. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of milk in here. See if I can loosen up my batter a little bit with this. Now that's more of what I wanted. There we go. Just for insurance, I'm going to add 2 more teaspoons of whole milk into here. I'm doing this to give me a looser brownie texture, yes, but I'm doing it so my brownie becomes easier for me to pour into my 8x8 when I get ready to pour it. Now would be a great time to preheat your oven to either 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Our brookies bake up pretty quick, 30 to 35 minutes in the oven. I'm gonna stop it at 30 minutes, check it to see if it's at the place where we want it to be. If it is, we pull it out. If not, 5 more minutes. Going to grab my cookies, going in with our first layer. I don't actually need the parchment, but I want to make it easier for myself later when I lift the entire thing out. Will I lift the entire thing out? Yeah, let's just do like this. There we go. Does that want to work? That'll work. Okay, first layer going in, brownies. We're going to do half of our brownie mix as our first layer going in. Brownie layer. Spread that out. Next layer, Oreo cookie layer. So I'm scooping and I'm gonna put it in my hand and flatten it out. And we'll do our layers like that. If you guys could smell this, wow. Like this little cookie hamburger.
Hamburger.
Let me do one more just for the center here. Space, space, space. Okay, so the Oreos that we had left, we are going to decorate the top with those Oreos. In nice big chunks. Just gonna... All right. All right, into my oven at 175 for 30 minutes. You know the temperature you need for you. Okay, it is time for this good old taste test, y'all. And I'm excited about it. It's not stuck, I just don't have a grip on the bottom of it. Wow. I don't know if y'all can still see the seam, but that came directly out of the oven. And oh my God, the chocolate coming off of this. Look at this. I just got some really, really good news, and this is just the perfect treat for me to have right now, because this, yeah, here we go. Ooh, first bite. And of course it's moist, y'all, come on now. Ooh, ooh. Oh God, oh God. It's gooey and it's crunchy and it's brown buttery, so it's nutty and it's chocolatey and it's creamy and it's, 20 out of 10. Highly recommend, must try. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.